So 2026 marks America's 250th birthday, and one writer says it's time to make American the country's official language. In a new op-ed, he argues President Trump and Congress could make that change as a symbolic mark of the nation's founding. Here to explain is the author of that marvelous op-ed, Lockwood, former advisor to Interior Secretary Doug Burgum. So great to see you this morning. Thanks for getting up early with us, Rob. So, it is kind of amazing that 250 years on, we have conquered the world, we've done all this stuff, and we're still speaking the king, or somewhat speaking the King's English.
You and I definitely somewhat speaking it, Charlie. We speak American, I think. But yeah, when you look at the 250th birthday, it's a monumental achievement for freedom. And we declared our independence, like you said, 250 years ago. And some say that the fact that the label of the English language still exists is a relic of the regime from which we liberated ourselves. And so when I worked at the Interior Department with Secretary Burgum, he used to often remind us, both privately and publicly, how lucky America is that President Trump is in charge of these festivities, because he's somebody who at his core has deep conviction for American excellence, and he's the greatest marketer in the history of mankind. And if you look at what the president has planned, starting last year with the Paul Revere reenactment in Boston, with the Army Parade in D.C., which is both powerful and patriotic, he's going to put the UFC octagon steps away from the Oval Office on the White House lawn. That's iconic. There's going to be a Grand Prix in the streets of D.C. That's epic. There's the Great State Fair, Mount Rushmore fireworks. You name it. This is tremendous. That basically in 250 years from now at the USA 500, when we'll be speaking American, I think, they're going to look back and say, how do we top that? And what's different with my idea that's proposed here that many support in the column is that unlike an event or an experience that President Trump is setting an unreal bar for, changing a language is permanent. It's something that will be with us for the rest of our lives, that we'll be reminded of, whereas events or experiences, by definition, they're temporary. And so if there ever was a time to take a stand for America and for speaking American, the 250th anniversary of freedom is it.
And not only if there ever was a time, but if there ever was a guy. I mean, never in our lifetime has there been a president who would do something like this.
Yeah, it requires visionary leadership that puts America first, right? And Charlie, when I was researching this, I learned that basically since our founders' generation, the idea of a national language has been discussed from some of the greatest American thinkers of all time. I'm talking Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, Noah Webster, who's the godfather of Webster's dictionary. He wrote, I'm going to paraphrase it here, but come pretty close. He said that as an independent nation, our honor requires that we have our own systems in both government and language. We've got the government down. That's what we're going to be celebrating on the 250th this July 4th. Now is the time for the language. And if you look back, I quote the H.L. Mencken, the essayist, in 100 years ago, he already wrote that we've got a distinct tongue. It's American. Our language, our vernacular, the way we have spread it through the culture is different and it's distinct. It's a dominant evolution. And so my suggestion is very simple. Let's formally say enough with English, enough with American English. Let's call it what it is, American.
Love it. And do your part at home. Keep speaking American out there. Rob Lockwood, thank you so much. Great stuff. All right, more Fox and Friends coming up.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.